You might have noticed from the check-in at our Airbnb that we are not staying in the most touristic barrio in Cartagena. We are, as they would say, across the bridge on the other side of the waters. We are on a mission to find something we have not had in 45 days. We're Ronnie and Jeremy, and we're digital nomads traveling to every country in the world. After living and traveling in Southeast Asia for the past 2 years, we finally jetted across the globe to another continent. This month, we have just landed in South America, and we're already enjoying the drastic contrast to the Eastern Hemisphere. And, as always, we hope you'll come along with us for the ride. Because you don't have to be a Kentuckian to travel with us, you just gotta have fun. Good morning, YouTube fam, and welcome back to the channel. Ronnie and I are at another international airport waiting for another departure to a new country. We really enjoyed our time here in Ecuador, but it's time for us to move on to another adventure, and today is all about moving on and moving forward to new adventures. So, we're going to take you along with us, of course, for the ride. Ronnie and I are currently in a landside layover lounge here in Quito, but soon we're going to go through security and get on the other side of the airport and check into an airside lounge because we have 2 flights today to our new destination in South America. Going up our private elevator now to our private airside lounge here in Quito's International Airport. We're now in the Sala VIP lounge here in Quito. One of the nicest international lounges that we've been on the Priority Pass. There's a bar, there's plenty of seating, there's a dining area, there's an executive lounge wing that's separate from the other lounge. And there's an outdoor area that you can go out. I guess it's smoking, but you can also go out there and just get some fresh air.
This is the Ecuadorian breakfast, scrambled egg with beef and banana chip.
We have now been at the Sala VIP Lounge here in Quito for a little while now. We've had a chance to get some food and explore around the lounge a bit, and I can confidently say this is one of the best international lounges on Priority Pass that we have ever been to. This lounge has ample amount of space, different kinds of seating. You have booths, you have the business center seating, you have the restaurant seating, you have different lounge chairs throughout the lounge, and it's just a very impressive, spacious lounge from corner to corner. And it takes up pretty much a good chunk of the international terminal here in the Quito airport. And again, this Sala VIP Lounge is accessible on the Priority Pass app. So if you have a credit card, especially travel credit cards that offer free Priority Pass Select membership, then you will have access to this lounge free of charge, and you can get a guest in for free as well. I did notice when we were checking in that many people were buying passes. So if you are in Quito and you want to get away from the terminal crowd, you can come on in here and purchase a pass if you don't have Priority Pass membership. But those international lounge passes usually go for about $45 or $50 per person, and you only get about 3 or 4 hours in the lounge. So just remember that if you're thinking about purchasing a pass. It's a much better deal, I think, in the long term to get a Priority Pass membership, or at least some travel credit card membership that allows you to have free entry into not only this lounge, but many lounges across the world. And as a reminder, if you like lounges in airports, or you like us reviewing airplane trips and different airports and all the amenities that come with traveling from one place to another, go over to our Instagram at Kentuckians Abroad. We share all of our photos and stories there, and you can see our travels in real time. And you can also DM us if you have questions about a lounge or an airport, or just anything with the airlines. Maybe you have a question about airline procedures, or maybe a question about different policies for checked baggage or something like that. We've had many questions from different viewers, so yeah, go over to our Instagram at Kentuckians Abroad and follow us there. Follow us on Facebook, or follow us on TikTok, or follow us on all three. And the last point I'll make while we're here in the Sala VIP Lounge in Quito is a little bit of reflection about our time in Ecuador. We've stayed in the Quito area on this trip because we are coming back next year for a different kind of trip. Next year we definitely plan on doing the Galapagos and some different adventure activities in the southern part of the country. So this year we wanted to stay in the northern area, in the Andes mountain region. So we went to places like Baños and hiking at Cotopaxi and Quilatoa, and just staying in the Quito area and really exploring the city. And I will say that we loved it. We thought it was a great time to be in this region. We like the Andes region, the cooler temperatures right on the equator, the predictability of the temperature every day, but it's also unpredictable in terms of the weather, precipitation. You don't know what's going to happen. They have earthquakes here. They have many volcanoes that surround Quito. So there's predictability because of the equator, but unpredictability just because of the altitude and the topography and the geography location of where Ecuador is in the world. In terms of cost of living, it's pretty affordable. Everything is in US dollars, so Ecuador does use US dollars as their main currency. Things are affordable, but also if you are using like food delivery services, that can be a little bit more expensive, and I think it's more expensive than Southeast Asia for sure. They use Uber in Ecuador instead of Grab, and overall I think Uber is more expensive for food delivery for sure. Taxis in Ecuador on the Uber app are pretty comparable to Grab in Asia, so not much difference there. And in terms of accommodations, our 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, which was quite spacious, had a kitchen and had all the amenities that we needed, 2 TVs that were smart TVs, just a very comfortable space here in Quito, and we paid about 850 US dollars for that apartment for the entire month. Ronnie and I have boarded our Airbus A320 flight. This flight will go from Quito to Bogotá, Colombia. And we are in the very last row of this aircraft. And for some reason, Avianca does not put windows in the very back of the plane. First time ever we've not had a window because of the seat. So we'll show you that. But this should be a pretty full flight. on our way to Bogotá, so I don't think we're gonna have the option to change seats.
That's my big window.
Ronnie and I are in Bogotá, and we're on a travelator that doesn't travel. So we're just walking, and we have a little bit of a process here because we have to go through immigration and then get airside again, past security, for domestic transfer. So I guess this officially begins our Colombia series. We are going to stay here, but we're moving on from Bogotá today to a much warmer place, and we'll fill you in later. But first, get past security, get airside for maybe our third lounge today.
We go through the immigration really fast, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
They're not asking too much. We can go together. Just them. Now we go to the lounge.
We are checked in to Colombia. We did have to fill out an online migration form, which was not asked for at all. So I think maybe it's in the system and they just know. But anyway, we're going airside now on the domestic side to get into lounge. This is a COVID room.
Yeah.
Okay, Ronnie and I have finally made it through domestic security here in Bogotá. The airport is quite busy today. It was adventurous. We got through the immigration just fine, but then the process to go through from immigration to customs here in Colombia and then make the connection to domestic transfers was quite an ordeal. We had to go through several different revolving doors, go up to a different level, a different floor, found some ATMs to get some cash in the local currency. In Colombia, they use Colombian pesos, so we had to do that, and then eventually found our way to the very opposite end of the airport to the domestic departures section. We went through security again, and finally, past duty free, found this lounge here called the Lounge of Bogotá, and it is a Priority Pass lounge. So if you have any membership with Priority Pass or Priority Pass Select with your credit card, then you will have access to this lounge. So far it seems pretty well equipped. It has made to order menu. There's a a la carte menu with 3 different dishes, plus some side items, some fruit, drinks in the coolers. There's a bar that is available to you, and yeah, so far no frills, just a simple lounge with enough seating. In other news, our first leg today from Quito to Bogotá with Avianca Airlines was probably our worst flight of 2023. We were sitting in the very last row. The seats with Avianca, they tend to like change the seats every 3rd or every 4th of the airplane to encourage you to buy the more expensive seats. And I think it works because our last row on the plane had leather seats, which are common on the entire fleet of Avianca flights. But our seats did not recline, we did not have a window, it was quite tight on the space, and overall the plane was very full, so we felt like we were a bit crowded, and we are looking forward to our next flight, which is in the front row, so it should be a much different experience, and we'll of course show you that experience compared to the very back row of the plane. And in general, it seems like Avianca does participate in some budget airline shenanigans to try to sell things or upsell different amenities to passengers. Like I said, our first flight was actually an international leg, but it was in a Zone A kind of flight, the short distance, 1.5 hours, and so we did not really get any amenities at all, not even a bottle of water. And our next flight will be a domestic flight, about the same duration, about 1.5 hours, and we'll be in the front row because we purchased a premium seat. I think it'll be the same in terms of amenities. I think you have to purchase any kind of food or drinks on Avianca flights. We'll let you know, of course, if we take a longer flight this year in South America and if we have a different experience with Avianca in terms of maybe a Zone B, a little bit of a longer flight, maybe that's a different experience. Airbus A320, and this time we're in the front seat. Much different experience. These are like real business class seats and ample amount of leg room. I think this is going to be like 1,000,000 times better than our last flight.
Cartagena,
Colombia. We made it to the Caribbean. I've never been in an elevator with sleeping bags hung up around the entire perimeter of the walls. And it smells like old sleeping bags. Let's hope the apartment's a little bit better. Apartment. Ronnie and I have come out. It's almost sunset here. There's a breeze. We're enjoying some of that. You might have noticed from the check-in at our Airbnb that we are not staying in the most touristic barrio in Cartagena. We are, as they would say, across the bridge on the other side of the waters. We've come over to Boca Grande Beach to check out the tourist scene, walk down the street, and we are on a mission to find something we have not had in 45 days, which has to be the longest we've not had this all year, maybe in the past 3 years. So we're gonna end that streak today.
What is this?
Streak has ended. Cheers.
Cheers.
I know that a lot of our viewers don't like Starbucks, and many people across the world don't like Starbucks, but we do. And it's because it's consistent, we know what to expect, and if you're looking for Wi-Fi or a cool place to take a rest when you're out exploring a new place, Starbucks is always great for that. You can come in and get free Wi-Fi, get a cool iced coffee drink, and really just cool off, and we have needed that already because Cartagena is quite a hot town. folks, we're gonna call it a day. Got our Starbucks drinks. We've come to the beach here on Boca Grande Beach for sunset. It's much cooler now. The wind is great. We can feel the breeze. There's no humidity in the air. Fantastic. This is a great time to tell you that if you'd love to be a member of our channel, go on over to Kentuckians Abroad on our YouTube channel. Check out all of our membership perks. We would love to have you on board as a member of our channel, supporting us from week to week. That really helps us out and helps us keep going around the world. And if you enjoyed this adventure vlog from Quito in Ecuador, transiting through Bogotá, Colombia, on our way here to Cartagena on the Caribbean, be sure to smash that thumbs up button and share this vlog with all your friends on all the social media channels. And if you enjoy traveling around the globe and going wherever we go, please subscribe to our channel and check that notification bell so you know when our new videos are uploaded every week. But remember, you don't have to be a Kentuckian to travel with us. You just gotta have fun. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on keeping on. Cheers.